Hello! Welcome to part 5 of MaestroPlays Mother 3. We are entering chapter 2. Flint. I'm not really sure what to say. What happened to Hinawa was a terrible tragedy. I can't say I know how you're feeling. Hinawa's burial ended without incident. Lucas has been crying at her grave ever since. His poor little heart seems like it's about to break in two. If there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know anytime. Duster. Thanks. It's interesting that they're letting him talk now. He was silent protagonist before. Tips hat. Chapter 2. Thief Adventure. Duster, I speak to you not as my son, but as my pupil. Listen, the time has come. No, this is not something we have been looking forward to. I had hoped the time wouldn't come, if at all possible. Mysterious. But you and I have been constantly preparing for this day, in the event it did come. So it appears you finally have a chance to try out what I've taught you. The enemy's form is still unknown, but we must now change the way we live. Are you prepared? Yes. Oops. That is not Freudian. Yes. Duster. I am now going to give you a mission. You will sneak into Osohe Castle. There you will find a certain important item and bring it back here. As for what this certain important item is, no, there is no need for me to tell you. If a thief can't determine the value of what he steals, he is a disgrace to the profession. Still, would you like to know a little about it? Yeah. It's a very important looking item. It's like all shiny. Yeah. I will say no more than that. Alright. In the basement you will find items I've prepared for you. 7 mystical thief tools. No, wait, were there 7? Well, whatever. Take them with you. They will prove useful during your battles with the enemy. Well, were there 7? I don't want to overlook one. What do we got? Show me your tools. Duster, oh well. A hypno pendulum. A tickle stick. A scary mask. A smoke bomb. A siren beetle. Was that all of them? It appears to be empty, or at least that's what's written here, so it's probably best not to touch it. Same thing. Same thing. It looks so chesty, though. Same thing. Not presenty, but chesty. Well, there were 5. 5 and not 7. No. I've got... Whoops. It's a Freudian day. Mercury is retrograde. I kind of half believe in that business. Half. For entertainment purposes only. Alright. So what are these items? Oh good, they're in key items. A scary mask. Scares an enemy, lowering its offense. Smoke bomb. Explodes into an acrid smoke, bringing an enemy to tears. The hypno pendulum. Sway it in front of an enemy to lull it into a deep sleep. Siren beetle. A beetle that makes a shrill noise. Causes an enemy to stop and cover its ears. Tickle stick. Tickles an enemy, lowering its defense. Wonderful. Well, I got him. Or, well, 5. Hidden inside the castle is a treasure with the power to change the fate of the world. Back when the king of Oso still lived in the castle. Yes, I believe that's when it was. Anyway, back then, I hid this treasure where no one would ever lay eyes upon it. I felt it was too much for even the king of Oso to handle, or so I recall anyway. But the as-of-yet unknown enemy may be trying to acquire it. Under normal circumstances, this would be a job that calls for me, but... Duster. I feel confident that I've hammered every technique I know into you. So try to accomplish this mission yourself. Understand? When you go outside, check behind the house. I've hidden another mystical thief tool-like item there. Why did I hide them all separately like that? That's what I'd like to know. I refill the box every once in a while when I feel so inclined, so always keep that in mind. I will attempt to cement that to mind, because that's gotta come into play later. What's behind this house? Yawning! Ooh, Duster opened the present. Thunder Bomb! Ooh, that sounds like something I'll use a lot. What's it do? Oh, maybe it's disposable, that's why it's here. A throwing weapon made by Wess. Deals lightning damage to all enemies. Is it consumable? I guess I'll find out. It's probably the worst time. Any lizards gonna help me out this time? What up, dog? Bow wow grrr. My instincts scream bark at him. Say, what do you do for a living? Don't tell me you're actually, That's rough. Okay, what do you got to say? If you need something from the map-loving and map-owning Mapson, it must be a map, yes? Oh, if it isn't Duster. I see you still enjoy your nighttime strolls. Oh, you want to go to Oso Castle? In that case, I'll mark it on your map for you. Thank you! I've been wanting that. I'm not even going to bother asking what you're off to do this late at night. But you know that Oso Castle's drawbridge is up, right? That means you can't get inside. But there are rumors of an underground passage that leads into the castle. I bet Nippolite the Gravekeeper knows something about it. Well, Nippolite, eh? I think that's northerly. What's my map say? I think it's northerly. Ugh. Oh, pardon me, I wasn't paying attention. Ugh. I'm sorry, but we're in a terrible hurry. If you'll excuse us. Come now, little monkey. We should be off. Bye, buddy. That man is bad! I remember that man is bad! Oh, hello. Duster. If you promise not to tell anyone, I'll let you in on a cool secret. Check this bag? What do you think's inside? Money! There's money inside. Ever heard of money? What? You don't know what money is? Actually, I'm not really all that sure either. After all, we've never had it in Tasmally before. But apparently an era of money is about to start. Or an era, sorry. Huh? What's an era of money? It's not good. Huh? Oh, a traveler gave it to me in exchange for some pigs. Yeah, he took a real liking to my pigs. And then he asked me in tears if I'd trade them for this? In tears? Uh-oh. And what are they gonna do to the pigs? It did seem pretty strange to me at first, but I decided to trust the guy. Because he've had no reason to distrust anyone. He's definitely a friend worth having. Oh, Butch. Anyways, he gave it to me, which means it's mine, right? I don't want any ignorant people taking off with it, so I'm gonna hide it in this well here. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Duster, this secret is just between you and me. Well, I'm just... Why'd you share that information with me, Butch? I don't want to know what's in the well. Because if something happens to it, you're gonna blame me. That is not information I signed up for. I think it's supposed to look like it's shitting on the castle. That's what it felt like. Ah! Hey, buddy. Tips glasses. Is the graveyard up here before the castle? I think so. Yeah! Let's go chat up a graveyard keeper. Duster. This is horrifying. I'm, live? Uh-oh. Oh, God. Didn't I die? More. I want to live more. Yeek! Something's going down. Oh my! Is that you, Duster? My, how you grown. Why, there's so much of you that I could eat for 3 days and 3 nights. And still have leftovers. Gah. Hoo boy. Zombie man and cohorts, eh? Do all of these affect just one enemy? I think I better just use this bomb right away, right? Why not? Thunder bomb. Zombie lady, return to the dust of the earth. They're biting me. Do I still have it? Gone forever. Well, I think I kind of really needed to here. Ooh, Duster's pretty strong. Bite me. Fighting resumes. Making an odd sound. No. Do I have healing items? I don't think so. Nope, not yet. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's Old Man Wess's son. What's his name? You sure do love to walk around at night, you do. Nothing else? That's all you got for me? Wasn't he the one that had information from me? I guess we'll just see what happens up here. I'll look around a little more first. Well, I guess there's nothing here. Can I see that again? Sketch of the area. Alright. Super helpful. So, does our buddy have anything to say? Oh. Ant. From nowhere in particular, you hear a voice. And that voice is mine. Watch where you're stepping, will ya? I'm like standing right here. I'm an ant. Don't you dare step on me. I've been watching you fight for a while now, but I just can't take it anymore. Fights are all about rhythm. You know, like boom, 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 and stuff. When you're in battle, there's a very specific rhythm that matches the enemy's beat. Pick up in that rhythm, and victory will be yours. If you're really good, you can even pull off 16-hit combos. I hereby name these Sound Battles. That you very manch. Well, thanks, Ant. It's really hard to do, but I'll try. Tell me what you know. Oh. That was easy. Not sleep there? Oh well. Oh, hello. Is this food? Peculiar cheese. I wonder how Duster feels about cheese. Beef jerky. Yeah. We're in his shack. Let's shove this out of the way. A detached leech suddenly attacked. Look at those eyes. I don't know how to time it with rhythm. Beautiful, level up. I really should look up a YouTube video of how to properly do rhythm battles. How do you feel about cheese, Duster? There's no reason to beat around the bush. He loves it! 60 HP, good to know. Ah, you encountered a spineless lobster. Let's tickle him. I don't know if that was very effective. Great. Running bomb. Beautiful. Nut bread! We like nut bread. What's that mushroom? 20? Alright. Oh, it's Old Man Wess's son. What's his name? That's weird to say for some reason. You made it through that underground passage without being done in by all them monsters? That's really something. Want inside the castle, do you? Afraid that's not gonna happen. The gate's locked and won't budge at all. Only way inside now is to climb up the walls. Well, what do you know? Potato. Delicious. My humble little tacos patch. Thank you. So where are we doing this? Give me a wall. How about there? That looks perfect. This wall seems scalable. Climb up it? Yes. Do it up. Ant. Watch where you're stepping, will ya? I'm standing right here, you know? I'm an ant! Don't you dare step on me! Looks like you still haven't gotten the hang of battle rhythms. Yeah? To really grasp a rhythm, you gotta learn the enemy's beat. Wait, you didn't know you can hear the enemy's heartbeat by putting it to sleep? Hello, operator! Well, I knew. So now you better know too. Don't worry though, you can still fight just fine without doing any of this rhythm stuff, of course. Well, that's all. Thank you very much. I put him to sleep, eh? Put them to sleep. Well, we'll see what we can do about that. Hello, you're terrifying. You get the odd feeling that the woman in the painting is staring at you. A decorative suit of armor. Let's put something to sleep. Ah, hello. A stinky ghost suddenly attacked. Alright. You must sleep now. Fall asleep. Can I rock it this time? We'll see. Oh, I love how the vibe changes. Damn it! I should read up on how to do this properly. Rotten eclair? That sounds disgusting. What do you got? Rotten milk. Better. Because it turns into yogurt. Alright, let's save this. I'm not a ghost frog. Okay. Let's see here. Get the odd feeling when the painting is staring at you. What else we got? Oh, God. This statue's title is written on the plate. Title, Heavy Metal. Well, I literally stumbled into that. I bet I did something good. Ah! You felt sick. As I should, ghosty bastard. Do I have anything? This wall seems scalable. Not yet.
have anything to cure poison if I do have poison. You know that feeling when you're just kind of bleh and can't eat anything at all? Like right now, I assume. When that happens, a fresh mint will freshen you right up. And we got a fresh mint. Excellent. Maybe I'll save it for later? Alright, we're in the castle. What's in this left section? I can wait on saving, I think. More fresh mints. Should I go down right away? I'll see what's northerly here first. Lots of ghosts. Springtime! Well, I'm on the right track. Should I... wait, what's out front first? Yes, I will open that gate. I guess I don't have anywhere to be. I guess I could go back to town and get some food? Ew. Battle memory, eh? Let's see. A list of all monsters encountered so far lets you relive memories of past battles. And I don't know why it goes into crazy fast forward mode when I highlight that, but whatever. Huh. Hey, Mouse. All the fireplaces in this castle are connected via a secret passageway. Keep it a secret from the ghosts, though. Alright. This grandfather clock no longer works. Ah! Chick bandana! Beat up a painting first, I guess. This tune! I'm gonna soak it in a sec. Lovely. So lovely. Stop it. Uh-oh. No! You bastard! Oh, chick bandana. Yeah! Go away. Oh, hello. I really like the rope snake. There's something charming about him. Like his length and his jaw. Hi. That's the rope snake. He's incredibly popular these days. I'll trade him for one rotten eclair. What do you say? Do we have a deal? Alright. Thanks a bunch. Things like this last a lifetime, so even if they seem expensive, it's smart to buy as many as you can. Got the rope snake. Thanks. It looks like we both profited. Treasure it for the rest of your life. Hee hee hee. Let's take a look at that snake. In a sec. What to choose, what to choose. I just can't decide. Well. A snake that seems like a good replacement for a rope. Alright. What are you? That's a fresh mint. If you have any rotten eclairs, I'll trade this for one of them. I got mints. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Things like this last a lifetime, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe you. Beef jerky? For 2 of them. Do I have to? Damn it. Yeah, it's not wise to tease ghosts. Tease ghosts. I cannot talk to them. Oh. Alright. I'll go back and get some jerky then. Yes. Can I be healed by these eclairs? Not recommended for the living. That's too bad. Ooh. Rotten milk. Oh boy. Are you rotten too? Beef jerky. Alright, that lasts. What are you, pink thing? Whatever it is, I snuck up on it. A big bro? Well, gotta kick him. Go to bed. Oh, good. Oh, that was unnecessary. Hooray! This saucy tune. Sweet fragrance. Was it wine? Maybe poisoned wine. Yeah. There was some nut bread. Oh, I do want to throw away a rotten eclair. Enough of these eclairs. I'm over them. Yes. Let's eat that bread. These poses in the background. What's that about? Are they the same? Looks like it. Do I really want to eat anything? I feel like I should be conserving. An odd dance is depicted here. Oh no, should I be taking a picture? I'm gonna take a picture. Okay. These big bros. Oh, hello. The sound of blowing wind can be faintly heard coming from behind this wall. Should I be dancing? I don't know how. Same message? Yes. I do kind of like that Duster has a limp. You just don't see that in games, and it's just good to have representation. Okay, maybe I'll eat something at this point. Because I'm making progress. Alright, I've been in here. I have not been further. Yeah, predictable. I'll fight one. Ghost armor. Tell me your beat. Damn it. Damn it. Bum rush. You're a jerk. I'm putting you to sleep again. Damn it. Beautiful. Alright, what's this room's deal? It's very fancy, whatever's going on. Look at that wine. Boougie, buddy. Hey, don't spill that. Wine. It's the water of life. In this castle, I'm the ghost who knows the most. Alright. You're an ordinary person, aren't you? Yeah. No, you're not normal. You appear to be a thief person. Well, I guess that's the end of that conversation. Give that fellow's piano song a listen. It's great. It's moving. It's tear-jerking. It's hinting. Hinting? Even if you forget the small moles on my back and inner thigh, I'll never forget you. In my lonely room, your wig weeps. Baby, believe me when I say don't attach anything to the walls of this room. Like moles or wigs or wall staples. Ooh, no wall staples. Alright, well let's go stapling the wall. But first let's look around. We ghosts enjoy having food pass through our spirits at mealtime. You look like it. Do you want something to eat, too? Yes. Here you go. Rotten eclair. I don't want it anymore. What's wrong with you, buddy? The ghosts here party every single day. I can't fit in with that. It's just not my thing. Well, we're clearly stapling this. Not yet. I want to eat something first and take a look in these other... I don't know. Hey, mouse. Squeaky squeak. Many of the ghosts here are actually pretty friendly, huh? It's not something you'd normally expect. It's true. Guess that way's blocked. It's kind of reassuring, actually. Oh, hey. Ah, shoot, they are enemies. I wondered if I could chat with the roaches. A green present? Gift box, or blue for that matter. Gift boxes with blue ribbons have great things in them. Maps! It'd be useful to remember that. Alright. Also, sketch. So, how do I do that? The right trigger, I guess. Good to know. No problem here, but what's that? Oh, a strawberry slime. Am I gonna get murdered? Oh, probably. Go to sleep, slime. Shucks. Slime time. Sleep again. Damn it. doing a lot of damage here. Sheesh. I'll eat more jerky, I guess. Of course. That's a decent amount. Sprinting bomb. As opposed to running bomb. Interesting. Well, let's go up these staples. Yeah. Can I fall there? Looks like this is a job for me. Hook me right onto that candlestick. Go ahead, don't worry about me. I will in a sec. Thank you, Snake. There's something at the base of these stairs. Aquarius bracelet, excellent. How did I just guess there's gonna be a ghost there? I'm gonna get rid of one of these mints anyway. Yeah. And let's equip that. Defense plus 5. Haha! What a cute little animation. And what is under this carpet? That is unsettling. Ah! I know you're rather strong, but the suit of armor inside here is definitely no pushover either. I'm talking incredibly strong here. If you think you're up to the challenge, I'll move out of the way. Regular old items, mystical thief tools. Use whatever you can to clang clang boom bang that guy into submission. I will. But I kind of want to get more jerky first, I think. What's up here? Ah! Hello. Well, now I'm confused what I want to do. I'll save. Yes, I will. I kind of want to go to the hot springs first. Got a pendant. Alright. Surely we'll give it to her later. ... But this suit of armor... I don't really have... well, I've got 2 beef jerkies. I could get more by grinding on those suits of armor. But what are you? That's serious music. Oh, I was vibing on that tune. I fell over. You fall asleep again. Oh, that's a lot. Alright. Did I get any food? No. Okay, I'm ready to give this guy a go. He's got a sword and a shield. What are you? Durable shoes? Oh, that sounds like something I should equip. Plus 12. Let's do it. Can I look at your sword first? Guess that's its own thing. Yeah! Go to bed. Damn it. Woohoo! And then... Oh god, that face. No defense for you. Yeah. You are a grenade. Man, should I better eat something. Grin. Yay! I'm gonna wait for that to go up first. Beautiful. I'll have a little more jerky! Beautiful. Ready? Are you just the same ghost armor as the others? Oh, you're gonna be a pushover. That ghost was being dramatic. Drama, drama, drama. Yeah. Hooray! What, are you anything? No problem, you're just decoration. So are you impressed, Ghosty? To be honest, we all hated that ghost knight. He was a real hard-headed jerk. So much so that I'd like to thank you for beating him. Thanks. That word of appreciation. Express my gratitude. Oh yes, no implications. You were going to give us an item whatsoever. I'm just happy with that, thanks. Maybe if I talk to him again, actually. Let me run back. Hey! Fine. Alright, what's in here? Oh. Your whiskers have really grown out. Oh, that's creepy. Something's riding that horse. A rockin' ghost. The wordplay is stupendous. Go to bed, rocker. Yeah. Whoa there, Nelly. Oh. My whiskers still have really grown out. I'm gonna run away from you. No, I'm not. Barrel of no fun. What? That is horrifying. A Sudor! I'm gonna eat some jerky in front of you. No, I'm gonna put you to sleep first. Yeah. I'm gonna snack while you sleep. Haha! Damn it! Creepy smile. Yeah, you are. What happens if I attack you now? Just that? I'm okay with that. I don't know about that strategy, Sudor. There's nothing there? Man, mimics eat your heart out. Damn it! Yeah. Whoa! There's some stuff going on here. How's it going? I am Mr. Passion. The music I am playing is Family Matters, Second Movement. Like the TV show with Urkel and the cop? Listen thoroughly. Okay. Listen and marvel to your heart's content. Should I actually be listening? Oh, that poor mouse! Let it down! The furniture is shaking violently. It sure is. I'm interrupting, or trying to. Leave that mouse alone! I'm going to get boned, aren't I? This is what artistic know-nothings like you get! Cool. I need a picture of that. Ugh. Chair charge! Oh, I'm boned. Yep. It sent a mouse flying! Leave the mouse out of this! Yeah, that's expected. Let's do it. Have you learned to comprehend my art? No. Now I'm angry! Gwog! Okay. Can I do it more? Not by much. Good. Yeah! Good. Now let's get poundy. Lost in the music. Oh, this is looking good. Looking very good. Oh, no you don't. You're crying. Good luck with that. No! Alright, still doing decent. Sent everything but the kitchen sink. Thankfully he's crying. Stop it. Oh, come on. I'm gonna put you to sleep. I'm gonna eat some bread. Even more bread. Good. Even more bread. I don't like this guy. Ah! Cry about it. What? Oh my god, I am so boned! Or I'm not. Hooray! Mr. Passion disappeared. Did he move on? To the next life? Or whatever? 340. Beautiful, beautiful. Phew! Glad the mouse is alright. Squeak. Whew! You're a lifesaver. Thank you. By the way, you can rest on that sofa if you want. You felt something warm inside your heart. What is it? Appreciation? Let's take a nap on that sofa. Is it love? I love you too, mouse. Thanks for watching over me, buddy. You're fully revitalized. Yip, 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 yip. Well, that looks like something I should be stealing. What are you? A very delicately crafted vase. Got the noble spittoon. Hooray! Should we look at that spittoon? What's your deal, spittoon? Mysterious spittoon, that's all it is. Well, let's get out of here. And definitely save our game. Alright. Flee. Is it daytime? Locked. That's right, we have this passageway. Sorry I didn't narrate that. He's giving us the drawbridge key. That's what's going on. Don't worry about getting it back. Just go on and take it. As long as I got this here underground passage, that'll be enough for me. Well, thanks. I thought he was just gonna say what he said before. I didn't think he was gonna say anything substantial. But hooray! Guess we're done being inconspicuous. So vibrant and lush and green. I love it. Hello. Oh, that was faster than I expected. Okay, let's have a look-see. Is this? This luster, this texture, this delicate, profound, and shiny quality. This is the legendary noble spittoon, passed down from generation to generation in Osohe. Ray, you found it. My judgment was correct after all. Duster, you're exceptionally stupider than I thought. You moron, you moron, you moron! But it's so shiny. You call yourself a thief, yet you can't even tell what it is you need to steal? Anything else, moron? Yeesh. Did you bring back any other big jackpot items? Are you sure you're not just fooling around to try to entertain me? Moron. Yikes. You're kind of awful. Let me have a closer look at that. It isn't what I was looking for. What could it be? What's up with that? Duster. That pendant, I think its owner might be the Princess of Osohe Castle. Duster, your first job was an utter failure. But this is no time to be calling you a moron. I'll come with you this time. We're heading to Osohe Castle at once. Let's hurry to the room the spittoon was in. Alright, abusive old man joined our party. Well, let's see what's gonna happen, shall we? Oh, the music got all chipper. Adventurous, even. What's up with you? I thought coming to the village would be more exciting than staying in the ravaged forest. No one will even give me the time of day. What do you mean? Something's up. You know what? I'm gonna save it first. I think This is a good time to conclude our episode. Yeah. 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 Till next time.